conspiracy bigger than all of us. There's a powerful group of people out there that are secretly running the world. I'm talking about the guys no one knows about, the guys that are invisible. The top 1% of the top 1%, the guys that play God without permission. And now I think they're following me. Employee number ER280652. Just a regular cybersecurity engineer, but I'm a vigilante hacker by night. I usually do this kind of thing from my computer, but this time I wanted to do it in person. I started intercepting all the traffic on your network. That's when I noticed something strange. That's when I decided to hack you. Evil Corp, the largest conglomerate in the world, a monster of modern society.
I think you secretly hate it here.
No, I love it here.
Exciting time in the world right now. Exciting time.
What do you want from me?
You sense something wrong with the world. You know it controls you and everyone you care about.
You said there was a project. What's the project?
What if you could set in motion the largest revolution the world will ever see?
What are you talking about?
The single biggest incident of wealth redistribution in history.
This is it. Time to shut them down.
Their networks are getting attacked.
$13 billion. That's exactly how much they've lost.
Who did this? Every record gone. One guy, the whole thing comes down.
Oh, hi. Elliot. Just a tad.
And the Emmy goes to Rami Malek. Mr. Lobot.
This is the first Emmy win and nomination for Rami Malek.
Oh my God. Oh. Please tell me you're seeing this too. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you to the Academy and everyone who gave me a chance to play this role. Bonnie Hammer and Jeff Wachtel and Chris McCumber and Steve Golan and Chad Hamilton. I am honored to be recognized with such a distinguished and accomplished group of actors. I'm honored to stand here and represent my family and every single person who's helped me get this far. I'm honored to work with a pure visionary in Sam Esmail. I wouldn't be here without you. To go to work with an absurdly gifted cast and a crew and my writers. I play a young man who is, I think like so many of us, profoundly alienated. And the unfortunate thing is, I'm not sure how many of us would want to hang out with a guy like Elliot. But I want to honor the Elliots, right? Because there's a little bit of Elliot in all of us, isn't there? Thank you.
Two-time Emmy winner, Kiefer Sutherland.
He hacks into people's lives because he has the disability of not being able to connect with human beings. I will start by saying Sam's a very unique individual. He's whip smart, he's incredibly talented, and this is clearly his mind behind this show.
He's here all the time, and this is such a cerebral television show that if you don't have the guy who created it, you know, sort of helping you and keeping you on track on certain elements, I think it would be impossible to do.
It's unbelievable working with Sam on set. this whole story is so close to him.
So my background is that I'm just a nerd at heart. I had actually started an internet company during the whole internet boom. My friends were programmers. Some of them were hackers. And I just never felt it was represented well in television or film. So there was like a part passion for the culture and passion to tell their story and / frustration with how poorly I thought it was being represented from Hollywood. And action. I started writing Mr. Robot about 3 years ago, and it was kind of 3 factors that sort of inspired me to write it. One was this just passion for the culture that I always wanted to tell a story about. 2 was the financial crisis of 2008. There was this anger there, it was just in the air. And then 3, I'm actually Egyptian, so all my young cousins out in Egypt started a revolution using Twitter and Facebook, and that became the Arab Spring. And it was sort of those 3 seminal events that sort of inspired me to say, okay, I need to tell this story, because I just thought this was an important story to tell. So the relationship from Elliot and Mr. Robot is a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde thing.
Elliot is sort of the really more stable guy in a certain respect. I mean, Mr. Robot really wants to blow things up and, you know, create a little bit more havoc and a little bit more carnage. And thank God Elliot is there to sort of help to keep things on track and maybe move things in a much more safer manner, using the technology.
I know how to take out the backups without blowing up the pipeline.
You know, Elliot, I really feel like we resolved this thing between us. Didn't you walk away?
Elliot discovers who Mr. Robot is. It's pretty confounding experience. It's very sad and very dark.
Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you tell me?
Okay, Elliot.
This whole time?
Elliot, you are not well.
There's an unresolved conflict from how his father passed away when he was young at 8 that is rearing its ugly head later in life. And so Elliot's never had a father, and Elliot yearns for a father, and it comes as this sort of other personality.
But I think he's kind of his strength and the powerful side to him that he kind of doesn't really know exists.
It's going to be very, very hard for Elliot to ever get Mr. Robot. Really, you know, he's so deeply ingrained into him that he'll never get him out of his soul.
I do this. We can go back to the arcade, discuss the plan with the rest of them. Want me to go without it?
No.
I need a Zippo.
No, Rami. No. No.
Keep it rolling, please.
All right, action.
Come on, 1 second, please.
やあ君。やあ君。この話は極秘情報だ。俺が動くのは夜だけ。昼間はただのセキュリティエンジニアだ。
孤独な青年エリオット・オルダーソン。
今すぐに出て行かなきゃ通報するぞ。警察に40万人に公開してる児童ポルノのことがバレてもいいっていうのか。
彼の裏の顔、それはあらゆる個人情報を奪う天才ハッカー。
本当の悪人は別にいる。いいコープ。世界一のコングロマリット。世の中の全てを牛耳ってる。
お疲れか。
謎めいた男ミスターロボットとの出会いが彼の運命を変える。
コングロマリットを一つ倒せたな。
悪魔コープか。
借金は全てチャラだ。カードの支払いやあらゆるローンの記録がなかったことになる。歴史に残る大事件になる。
孤高の天才ハッカーが今 巨大利権悪徳企業に戦いを挑む。
仕事をしてみないか、悪魔コープで。
F ソサエティ。
奴らは攻撃の際に膨大な量のデータを盗んだ。
何か起きてるんでしょ、エリオット。
一線は越えんなよ。命を奪うという行為がこれほど単純だとは。君の秘密を握ってるってことを忘れるな。
我々は F ソサエティだ。貴様らが作り出した借金の牢獄から世界中の人々を解放しろ。
常識崩壊、待ち受ける驚愕の真実。全米新刊のサイバーサスペンス。
どうして言わなかったんだ。こんなことは許されない。絶対に本物が何なのか知りたいか。やめろ。消えろ。
これは現実か。
ミスターロボット。
やあ君、一緒に世界を救わないか。
And the Golden Globe goes to
Mr. Robot.
Coming to the stage, our creator, executive producer Sam Esmail, and executive producers Chad Hamilton and Steve Golan. Accepting the Golden Globe tonight for Mr. Robot, Sam Esmail.
I mean, I gotta thank the Hollywood Foreign Press. I mean, they just gave the Best Drama Series Award to a show called Mr. Robot. And that took a lot of courage, so thank you. I gotta thank everybody at USA and UCP. But I got a special shout out to Alex Seppiel and Jackie DeCrenis. They really backed this show from the beginning. I gotta thank my partner in crime, Chad Hamilton, his partner in crime, Steve Golan, and everybody at Anonymous Content. I gotta thank our wonderful crew, Eddie and Ray in Transpo, to Sarah Block, our PA, to Todd Campbell, our talented DP, our amazing cast led by the brilliant performance of Rami Malek. And I gotta thank Emmy for recommending Rami to me, and more importantly, I gotta thank you for being my best friend, and I love you. I gotta thank my family here and my family in Egypt, and to them I just want to say shukran. So thank you guys.
And the critics' choice is Mr. Robot.
Accepting for Mr. Robot are its cast, executive producers, and creator, Sam Esmail.
All right, before I forget, I gotta thank the insane hooligans in the writer's room. Okay, so now I'll start. Okay, I grew up as like a weird Egyptian kid in New Jersey, right? And I didn't really fit in anywhere, so I lost myself in movies and TV shows, and I became this really film-obsessed nerd. And one of the things that you do when you're a film-obsessed nerd is you read a lot of reviews. That's sort of like your film school. You start learning about storytelling and filmmaking. The other thing you do is you start discovering all these new, strange TV shows that are amazing, and movies that you would have never discovered if it weren't for those reviews. So to the critics, I just have to thank you for your wonderful support, because without you, I don't think people would have discovered our strange little show. So thank you so much.